Hello Daisy, my name is Isla and I'm going to be your occupational therapist for today. Today we will be going over your 2 weeks post-op rotator cuff tear. First, I would like to go over the patient education portion with you. I would like you to know that the rotator cuff has 4 healing phases. So currently right now you are in phase 1. Phase 1 is the 0 to 6 week mark of your recovery process. And during this phase, we're really just going to focus on the patient education. So we have to make sure that you're following the necessary protocols and the necessary precautions. In addition to this, we're going to be doing some very light stretching, some very light exercises, specifically active range of motion and active assistive range of motion exercises. Now, phase 2 is the 6 to 12 week period of recovery. And for this phase, we're still going to be doing exercises. They might be a little bit more challenging compared to the 0 to 6 week mark exercises. And in addition, we're going to be incorporating passive range of motion exercises as well. Now, it's very important to note that all of these exercises must be performed in a slow and controlled fashion. And if any of these exercises induce pain or if they make you feel uncomfortable, then it's very important to stop and modify the exercises. But you and I can go over this together and we'll make sure that your exercise program is properly suited towards you. Now the next phase is phase 3. So phase 3 is the 12 to 20 week mark. Now during this phase, we're going to be gradually adding some weight and some resistance training to your exercises. However, we will add weight as long as you are comfortable and as long as you are not experiencing pain. That is the most important part. We want you to be comfortable, we want you to be progressing, and we don't want to delay your progress or bring you back by adding too much weight that you can't handle. So the weight will be slow and gradual, and we'll start off in small increments. And the more comfortable you get, the more weight and the more resistance we can add. Now phase 4 is the 20 to 25 week period. Now during this phase, advanced strengthening exercises are included. However, this is not required for every single client. If you need to lift pretty heavy during work or your leisurely activities, then we can incorporate more weight, more strength training, more resistance training to your program. However, this will all be coordinated according to your goals and what you would like specifically. Now we're going to be going over the necessary rotator cuff precautions. So first, we're going to want to make sure that your arm is supported in an abduction position. Abduction basically means that your arm is not touching your body to the side like this while it's in the sling. And we always want to make sure that the sling is on. However, you are allowed to take off the sling during therapeutic exercise. Secondly, we want to make sure that you are not lifting, pushing, pulling, or reaching with the affected arm. Next, we want to make sure that you are not weightlifting with the affected arm. We really don't want you to lift anything heavy, such as, like water bottles, water bottle cases, or picking up heavy pots and pans during this phase right now. It's very important to nurture that shoulder and make sure you're taking proper care of it during the healing phase. Lastly, we want to make sure that we are keeping the rotator cuff incision very clean and dry. So hygiene is very important. And now we will be going over our home exercise program. Our first exercise will be pendulum circles. So we want to make sure that we place our uninjured arm on a stable surface. Now in this case, I'm using my bed. However, I would prefer for you to use a stable surface such as a table. What we're going to do is we're going to slightly bend over, free our injured arm, and make sure that it is completely relaxed. Now with our body, we're going to be moving our arm in circles. It's very important that we are moving our arm with our body. Our body is assisting with the movements. Now for this exercise, we are going to be doing 10 circles clockwise and 10 circles counterclockwise, so the opposite way. The next exercise that we will be doing is assisted external rotation. So for this exercise, you will need a wooden dowel. If you don't have a wooden dowel, you could use the end of a broomstick, or you could even use an umbrella. Anything that's slim and slender and that has a long handle to it. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to hold the dowel and make sure that your elbow is at a 90-degree angle like this. And so we are going to take your injured arm, so your injured arm will be out to the side, while your uninjured arm is holding on to the other end of the dowel, and we will slowly push that injured arm. Very slowly and very gradually. We don't want to push too much where we're in pain. We want it to be very slow and light. And for this exercise, we will be doing 10 repetitions. The next exercise that we will be doing is active motion, flexion, and extension. Now for this exercise, we want to make sure that we're standing and that our arms are to our sides. So what we're going to be doing is both arms are going to bend as far as we can go without pain and extend. And we're going to be doing 10 repetitions. Now, one bend and one extend is considered one repetition. The next exercise that we will be going over is grip strengthening with a squeeze ball. So for this exercise, I don't have a squeeze ball on me, but I am just going to be using a rolled up towel. And if you don't have a squeeze ball on you, you can do the same thing as this. So this exercise can be performed either sitting or standing, but we want to make sure that our elbow is at 90 degrees. And again, we will be using our injured arm for this. So all you're going to be doing is gently squeezing and releasing. Relax, and then squeeze and relax. Squeeze and relax. We will be doing this 10 times. The next exercise will be shoulder shrugs. So for the shoulder shrug exercise, we want to make sure that we are standing and that we have a good posture, and we will be shrugging our shoulders up and holding for a count of 3 to 5 seconds and then relax. So again, I'll show you from the side. Up and relax. We will be doing this exercise 10 times. The next exercise that we will be doing are forward shoulder rolls. For the forward shoulder rolls, we want to make sure that we are standing with good posture, and we will want to move our shoulders forward and relax. We want to make sure that we are being as gentle as possible. We also should look forward while we're doing this exercise. You will want to repeat this exercise 10 times. The next exercise is backward shoulder rolls. Now for backward shoulder rolls, we will be in the same position as the forward shoulder rolls, where we will be standing straight with a good posture, but instead of moving our shoulders forward, we will be moving them backward. And relax. Move them back and relax. Always make sure that you're looking forward while doing these exercises. And same as the forward shoulder rolls, we will be repeating this 10 times. Now, Daisy, that concludes your home exercise program. Please let me know how this program's going for you and if we have to modify it in any way. I am here to assist you throughout the entire recovery process. Thank you so much, and I hope you have a great day.